On. So you Cancer crabs have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Justice, the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Star. So, okay, so what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Cancer crabs, right? The Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Justice. Honestly, a lot of people being interested in you, some people being interested in you, but they're not necessarily sure whether it's a good idea for them to come over and say something to you. Because the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Justice, 2 out of 3 of these cards have swords on it, and one of them has a scroll. Yeah, one of them has 2 scrolls on it. So they don't know whether or not they should try to be friends with you first and use the diplomacy route, or whether, they should just go for the gusto and try to talk to you Cancers off the rip, right? But this person gets the sense, this person is basically trying to, or I should say, these people are trying to get to know you, right? And you already know them, okay? These are people that you are already talking to that want to get to know you, that at the end of the day, they like you. But the thing is that, they may essentially have to go away pretty soon because you Cancer crabs are secure with what it is that you've got going on. To be quite honest with you, they're really unclear as to whether it is that they even fit into your life or not. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles represents, Page of Wands, represents, if you Cancer crabs know that you like them, this is an opportunity to get to know somebody, because those people that are around you, talking to you, they pretty much let you know. Some of them may even just have told you that they like you. And some of them, they're trying to see, okay, if you are available for them to actually get to know you, to see what it is that's going on. And the situation with a lot of you Cancers is that a lot of you Cancers may be giving them the route, or I should say the impression that you're not interested in them, or you're just not looking at all. And if you Cancer crabs are not looking at all, then that's all it is that you have to say. If you're not looking, if you're not into them, then that's all it is that you have to say. Because, this person essentially is really not trying to hold you up or stop your progress from anything. As a matter of fact, they wish to be a part of the solution, not the problem. And the Page of Wands now represents, as a result of this, you really do have to understand what it is that you want around this time, because, like I said, the warmer weather is starting to come up, so a lot more people are going to go outside and socialize now. So don't be shocked if you outside and you looking good, and somebody comes up to you and they try to say hey, because they're interested in what it is that they're looking at, because they think you're attractive. Now, obviously, looks, obviously, it's not the only thing, but looks is the thing that pretty much gets us in the door. So the Two of Swords now represents, so Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles, where is it that you go from here? Well, it just, honestly speaking, it really depends. If you're interested in them back, then go for it, go for it. If you're not interested in them, then just basically tell them that you're not interested in them. But then again, too, sometimes, you Cancers like to go against the grain, where even if you do like somebody, you may give them a little bit of a difficult time. I know how some of you Cancers are. Some of y'all will go ahead and give them a difficult time even if you do like them, because a lot of you Cancer crabs, you like the banter of it. You like seeing the person sweat a little bit. But the thing about it is that the Eight of Swords represents, right? The Eight of Swords is about, but truth be told, it's not that you Cancer crabs are trying to humiliate the other person. That's not what's going on. What it is that a lot of you Cancer crabs are essentially trying to, just trying to, how do I say, spice up, as far as spice up your love life. Because, a lot of you Cancers may be, again, maybe playful around this time. And a lot of you Cancers are like, look, you just gonna do you, like I keep encouraging. So as a result of you Cancers doing you, right, you know what that means? That means that as a result, a lot of you Cancers will mess around, banter with the person, give them a little bit of a hard time. You're not trying to, be super difficult, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you you're basically trying to see if they're smart. You're trying to see if they have any kind of intelligence to them. And this goes right back into everything that I was saying about, everybody wants, I ain't gonna say everybody, but everybody on one side, if you catch my drift, wants a smart partner. And then there's not a single person on one of the sides, I'll let you figure out which one it is, that doesn't want a smart partner. And the reason why I'm saying that in the first place is because, like I said, with some of the zodiac signs, Cancer, some of them will be more loud about it. Gemini will be more loud about it. Aquarius will be more loud about it. Virgo will be more loud about it. But the other zodiac signs, they tend to be a little bit more quiet. Scorpio will capitalize. Capricorn will capitalize. Pisces will be a little bit apprehensive. So, Aries won't want that, because Aries will see that as some sort of power struggle. You understand what I'm saying? So now you Cancers throwing your hat into the fray. A lot of you Cancers basically, y'all are essentially shaking up what is already known to be true, that yes, a lot of you Cancer crabs, y'all do want someone who's smart. Y'all do want someone who's smart. And it pretty much goes to prove my point, right? Because I met somebody in the post office about 2 months ago, right? A month and some change ago, and their name was Julia, right? And they basically, I'm go ahead because of the pun, but they were wearing a perfume called Julia Has, right? So I was like, oh, that's kind of a pun, right? And it was like, oh, it's like, well, what do you mean? The fact that your name is, and you're wearing Julia Has, you understand? So they was like, oh, I guess so. So, people will tend to do, especially on one side, if you catch my drift, people will tend to do certain things like that to see if other people catches the pun, get into a conversation with them, stuff like this. But the Three of Pentacles and the Star card represents this being a situation for a lot of you where you're in a situation where a lot of you Cancer crabs now, like I said, the Three of Pentacles, the Star, a lot of you Cancer crabs have essentially broken through in certain regards. A lot of you Cancer crabs have become unafraid when it comes to certain things. And what I mean when I say unafraid, I mean more bold. A lot more of you Cancer crabs are going after more of what it is that you want. Because one side of Cancer, I'll let y'all figure it out. One side of Cancer crabs will go for what they want. The other side of Cancer crabs, I'll let y'all figure that out, will want people to come to them. And that whole tradition of how the two cancers, right? Y'all figure that out. Essentially do things is changing. A lot of you Cancer crabs, right? A lot of certain of you Cancer crabs, like myself, if you catch my drift. I'm not a Cancer, but if you catch my drift, my anatomy, if you catch my drift. You Cancer crabs who share my anatomy, if you catch my drift, more so will, before it would be, you would just talk to people and go for it. Now it's, you'll talk to people and go for it, but at the same time, you're also going to sit back to see if people are going to talk to you. And for the Cancer crabs that do not have my anatomy, if you catch my drift, a lot of you Cancers used to allow people to just allow for yourself to sit back and allow people to come to you. Like I said, grew up around Cancers, know plenty of Cancer crabs, but now a lot of you Cancer crabs are actually going for it. You're not just, one-dimensional where it's just only just sitting back waiting for a person to come to you. Person just has, but you're waiting for the individual to, you're actually going to talk to them. And absolutely right. I actually saw this TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but I saw it here on YouTube. I actually saw this TikTok where it's like, they were saying how it is that people don't understand that people who have something to offer are not just going to sit back are not just going to stick around specifically and wait for the other person while the other person gives them zero effort and stuff like this. The person are going to leave so fast it'll make your head spin. And I'm like, that's right. And that's one of the ways on how it is that the person is valuable. The problem is that the fake individuals took that strategy from the truly successful individuals. You see the game? And what they're doing is that they essentially just mimic what the truly successful do and try to make themselves seem like they actually have something and that they're valuable. I told y'all, when you understand the game for what it is, it's a very fascinating thing. It's a treacherous thing, but it's a very fascinating thing. Now let's clarify some of these cards here. Let's clarify the let's clarify the Three of Pentacles for you Cancer crabs. So to clarify the Three of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, the Sun, the Eight of Wands, and last but not least, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is a situation for you where what it is that you've got going on is that a lot of you Cancer crabs, like I said before, so now that a lot of you, let me take me out of the equation, because I was gonna say, now that you Aquarius have the information, now you can move forward and you can move forward and be able to actually see when someone is trying to play that value game. Because people who, like I said, people who play games, they're always trying to skew value. They're always trying to get you to second guess yourself. But what happens, like I said before, they're trying to get your ego involved. But what happens when your ego isn't involved? You don't care. Then they have nothing, right? They have nothing. So the thing about it is that the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles now represent, so as a result, right? Oh, the Knight of Wands. Let me go ahead and say what I was going to say after that. I was also going to go ahead and say, for future references, stupid people are going to try to approach you from the perspective of the whole playing game route. Obviously, that's not going to work. The Sun, the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles is about now, you Cancer crabs have even more knowledge as to what to do. I'm no doubt some of you Cancer crabs will choose to break the rules, go against the grain, and that's probably something that, honestly speaking, you should be doing. Sometimes go against some of the things that you said that you wouldn't do. Sometimes, right? Depending on what it is. So the situation is, and you have to know when and where. And see, the situation is that the Sun, the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles now represents, as a result, you really want to be in a particular situation where you understand that, yes, continue to try to get to know other people, or you can remain by yourselves. And I know it sounds harsh, but I'm not saying that to rag on you Cancers. I'm saying the choice is yours, is what I'm saying, right? You can either choose to be by yourselves, because some of you Cancers may not want to be with anybody right now, or you Cancers can choose to go after other people. The Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, there are results manifesting, there are results popping up in your own life from just concentrating on yourself, financial results, of course. But yeah, let's clarify some more of these cards. Let's clarify the Star card. So the Star card is about what it is that you're looking for, right? Right? The Six of Wands, Five of Swords, then you have the Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups, right? So the Six of Wands, the Five of Swords represents you Cancer crabs pretty much. First and foremost, you want someone that isn't going to give you a difficult time and is going to be like, oh, well, I can't rock with you, oh, and then basically be like, oh, okay, I'm going to, act like they don't care, put in zero effort, and then have the audacity to tell you to leave and that they want to break up. A lot of you Cancer crabs are not going for that. The Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups represents, so as a result, right, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, a lot of people are going to be regretting this, because more than likely they already are. But for future references, if they try that, a lot of them are going to be regretting it, because you Cancer crabs will have pretty much not really been bothered. So whatever kind of, game, I guess, they were trying to play, ultimately it is going to backfire, because again, the plan is for you to need to understand this person's value, because they're so busy and they're going to handle their business and this, that, and the third. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Right now, we have 6,525 subscribers. What? Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.